The Pistons win Game 5 in New York over the Knicks, 106-103. We're bringing the series back to Detroit for Game 6. We're bringing it back to Little Caesars Arena. Come on! All we heard as Piston fans after Game 4, the Pistons are cooked, the series is over, Knicks in 5, blah, 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 blah. Knicks are going to win Game 5, blah, 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 blah. No one gave this team a shot except for us. Except for us Piston fans, except us here in Detroit, because we know this team. What did I say after we lost Game 4? I said towards the end of that video, I am not counting out this team. This gritty team that embodies this city, man, that embodies this sports town. Do not give up on these guys. If anyone can, if anything, at least make this series interesting again, it's going to be this Pistons team, and dang it! That's one. That's one. The job's not finished yet, but that's one, ladies and gentlemen. We're bringing the series back to Detroit for Game 6 on Thursday night. Let's freaking go, man! We knew it. We knew to not count this team out. Like I said in my video after Game 4, we've already won one in the Garden. Why can't we do it again? And look what just happened. All those people that were talking after Game 4, they're, come on, baby! We have a lot to discuss. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. But first of all, I do have some housekeeping notes I need to take care of. Thank you so much, Roast Stomach, for sponsoring this video. They've got hot coffee, cold brews, chocolate, all kinds of great drinks and treats for you to try, enjoy, and celebrate this Pistons playoff victory with. Visit the website, roastnumber.com, link in the description below. If you find something that you want to try and make an order, you can always save some money on that order by using my code TonyD. Shout out to Roast Number. Thank you once again to them for sponsoring this video. And also, if you go do me a favor, leave a like on this video. Comment your thoughts on this Pistons Game 5 win down in the comments below. And hit that subscribe button as we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. I very much appreciate it. Alright, that takes care of my housekeeping. Let's talk about this victory now. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't mean to repeat myself right now, but what did I say after that Game 4 victory? What were we as Piston fans saying before this game? Do not count this team out. Everyone, except for us here in Detroit, they were all saying Knicks in 5, the series is over. They were already looking ahead towards the second round, possibly, for the New York Knicks. Oh, Knicks and Celtics, let's preview that series. Like that, they were already looking ahead. And what were we saying? What was I saying to you after Game 4? Do not count this Pistons team out just yet. They are gritty. They are never out of it until they are actually out of it, if that makes sense. You know, until the clock hits 0. This team is always fighting. They are gritty. They embody this city. They embody this sports town. Just like the Lions, just like the Tigers. That's who the Pistons are, man. They are never out of it until it is all said and done. Even when we're down 3-1, they said, even when we're down 3-1 going back to the Garden, and no one was giving them a chance, they said, man, we don't care. JD showed up to the game tonight in his Detroit versus everybody shirt. Man, they didn't care that no one was picking them tonight outside of us here in Detroit. They believed that they can go in there and win again in the Garden. That's all they needed. They just needed to believe in themselves, and they just needed to play their brand of basketball. They needed to play Detroit basketball once again. Just like they did in Game 2, they just needed to play Detroit basketball, and that's exactly what they did. Let me say something really quickly, because I'm sure it's probably coming. I haven't checked Twitter yet, but I'm sure it's coming. If there's going to be any Knicks fans that are going to be complaining about the officiating in this game, you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to, because there are a lot of people who clowned on me and a lot of other Detroit Pistons fans for complaining about the officiating after Game 4. So if you're going to clown us, we're going to do the same thing if you're going to complain about the officiating after this game. So, like, you do you, I guess. But I'm just saying, if you were coming after us for complaining about the officiating after Game 4, if you're about to complain about the officiating, we're even. we're even, okay? But seriously, ladies and gentlemen, this team just needed to believe. They just needed to play their brand of basketball. They needed to play Detroit basketball, and that's exactly what they did tonight, man. Cade Cunningham, after struggling a little bit in the first 3 quarters of this game, was locking in the fourth quarter, and when he needed to step up and make some big-time plays, some big-time baskets, he was doing just that. 24 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists with 2 steals. Cade Parker Cunningham. That was the sound of a GOAT, because he is the future face of this league. He is the future GOAT. Number 2, Deuce, Cade Parker Cunningham. Let's go. Asar Thompson. I'm going to stand up. Asar deserves a standing ovation, man. He was absolutely freaking phenomenal tonight. Phenomenal. 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Every time he was on the floor tonight, he was making an impact. Every time he was off the floor, you could feel the Pistons were really missing him. And myself and every other Pistons fan was like, get him back. Get Knight back on the floor. What are we doing? Every time he was on the floor, he was making an impact. Every time he wasn't on the floor, we were missing him. Asar Thompson was freaking awesome tonight. We see you, number 9. Let's go. Tobias Harris. Let's go, baby. He was awesome tonight, too. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 4 blocks. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4. And 2 steals. Was a lot better tonight as well. Dennis Schroeder with 14 off the bench. Malik with 10 off the bench. And the last guy I'll give a shout out to here, Jalen Duren. 9 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks. Come on, baby. A complete team effort. That's what this team does, man. That's what we do. A complete team effort. It's not just one guy. It is a team effort. That is Detroit basketball. We play defense. That is Detroit basketball. Every time the Knicks gave us an uppercut, we got right back up, dusted ourselves off, wiped the blood off our face, and gave them an uppercut right back. We did that in Game 2 in the Garden as well, and we did again tonight. Exactly why I was so confident in this team. Not just because of our identity and who we are in this city. Because we've already done it. We've seen them do it in the Garden already. So, because of our Game 2 performance, our Game 2 win, I was so confident in this team to come into the Garden again with our backs against the wall, with no one in the national media picking us. I was so confident. We were so confident in this team to do it again, to go into the Garden and punch the Knicks right in the face, man, and get another victory to bring the series back to Detroit. And if we hopefully do a Game 7, if we can get into a Game 7, if we get a win on Thursday night back at home and bring it back to the Garden for a winner-go-home Game 7, I'm going to be confident that this team can do it again. What a freaking win, man! What a freaking win for this basketball team. I knew the basketball gods would they would fix the wrongs. It probably should have been, I don't like playing the should have game, but it should have been 2-2 coming into this Game 5. This series was not supposed to end in 5. The basketball gods knew. They knew that this series was not supposed to end in 5. It was always supposed to come back to the Little Caesars Arena for a Game 6. The basketball gods fixed the wrongs of the officiating that they tried to rob us in Game 4, and they tried to take this series away from us. This great series, this great NBA playoffs basketball series. They tried to take it away from us in Detroit. They tried to take it away from the whole world for entertainment purposes, you know. With our backs against the wall tonight, we did our thing again. And I've said it a million times. I'll say it again one more time. We are bringing it back to Little Caesars Arena for Game 6 on Thursday night. Let's freaking go! That's all I got for you in this one. I really don't know what else to say. I barely have a voice right now because I was screaming at my TV throughout the night tonight while watching that game. Man, I'm so fired up. What a victory for our Detroit basketball team. See you Thursday night for Game 6. Until then, as always, baby, go Pistons. Woo! Pistons at 7. Let's go!